Hello there, I'm Presley, and today I will be going over my overall thoughts on episode 36 of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War anime. Now, this episode covers chapters 640 to 644. The ending poem for this episode is another new poem. It is from Nanao's perspective, which I feel like gives us a pretty decent idea, at least us who read the manga, a pretty decent idea of what's going to be in the next episode, more or less. Now, this episode wraps up the rest of the Mayuri and Peneda fight. We get to see a flashback involving Nemu, which goes over her creation and her early childhood. Very interesting to see, obviously. And you know, flashbacks, they can be a bit of a double-edged sword whenever they appear. Because, you know, they normally allude to one of two things, usually. Either the character's about to, you know, unlock a new power and somehow win the fight, or they're about to die, and there's usually not really much in between. And in Nemu's case, it was technically both, in a way. Because we see Peneda break out of Ase Soji, Jizo, you know, tears the thing to pieces. And we see Mayuri and him go back and forth for a bit until Nemu intervenes to try and help Mayuri. Of course, eventually, you know, Nemu does decide to sacrifice herself to try and take Peneda down. And, you know, she gives it her all. But, you know, it does unfortunately, kill her. Very tragic, obviously. Mayuri then uses this opportunity to inject Peneda with the DNA from one of the early versions of Nemu, back when he was still working on creating her and there were issues. This ultimately does kill Peneda. So, you know, unfortunate loss of a long-time character, and also a sentient hand. You know, we see Ikaku and Yumichika over there, you know, Mayuri takes them over to where he has Rengiku and Toshiro, and, you know, they've been cured of being zombies, but he does state that it's drastically shortened their lifespan, whatever their lifespan is. It's hard to tell with the Soul Reapers, honestly. Don't get me started on how aging works in Bleach. I can't explain it. It's sometimes really consistent, and other times it's a bit here or there, you know? We do get to see a new scene of Giselle and Lil Toto. We see them fighting against some Quincy's, and we see Giselle using the other Bambis, you know, who are now zombified, you know, as a means to fight. We then cut over to Ugrum, and then we see Basby arrive there. Overall, I really love this episode. I'm really, really, really excited because the way things are going, it seems very likely that we might see chapter 654 be animated in this core. And if we do, I'm going to lose it, because that chapter contains one of my favorite scenes from the manga, which I'm not going to spoil, but it contains one of my favorite scenes, and depending on how it's animated, I can't even put it into words, you know? I'm just really excited to see if that does happen this cool. Well, I'm going to end the review here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!